Hey y'all, today we are talking about my favorite assessment tool, Quizizz. I love Quizizz because it's very easy to use. I'm very familiar with it. I'm a second year teacher, so I used this when I was in high school, so it's kind of cool that I can use this in my own classroom. Quizzes is very broad, so you can use it for any grade level. I teach ninth grade and I teach Algebra 1, so it's perfect for that. But if you teach a science course, if you teach elementary school, or even if you teach middle school, any grade level, it'll cover that, especially any type of subject or skill. Now, since I teach Algebra 1, I am a milestone course, so my kids will take a milestone in May. I use quizzes to check for understanding. The beauty of quizzes is that I get instant feedback. All right. I love that because I can address any misconceptions my students may have. But let's get into the tool. Let's talk about it first and then go from there. So, since I work at Mary Persons High School, I have the whole district right here so I can see other teachers in my district and I can actually look at the other quizzes they have. If I go to my library, yes, it's getting pretty full, but I'm on the basic plan, which is free, which is wonderful. But if I do want to upgrade, I can actually go back and delete some of these things. For example, let's talk about what I would assign as a quick check. So if I hit quick check, this is what I would assign at the end of the day or even in the middle of the class just to see where my students are at. So one day we talked about meaning and mode. So here are the questions, and I can either start it as a live quiz, classic, or instructor pace, or I can assign it for homework. Also, just found out that you can download it as a worksheet and actually give it out like in person, which is pretty cool. Like if the internet's down, that's one way to do it. But like I said, the beauty of it is the reports. So my kids actually took a quick check the other day. The accuracy was 73%. Not what I wanted it to be, but it's good because this wasn't a gotcha quiz. This was more for me to see, okay, so and so knows this and so needs help with this. So if I scroll on down, I can look at, my kids' scores. So let's say I click on this child's score. I can see that they got 12 correct and 3 incorrect. So if I scroll on down, okay, he said that how do we transform the parent function? He said horizontal shift up. Well, that's incorrect. It's a vertical shift up because this plus 2 tells you you're going up 2. So right then and there, I could address it and say, hey, like this quadratic goes up to, not to the left to. So that's one way I can do that. Another thing is classes. All my three of my classes are embedded. So I have first block, second block, and third block. And I love that because my students have instant reports as well so they can see what they made. Here's the settings. It just tells you everything like where I work. So if I go back to my library, I have mine, and I can also go to explore and search up for any quiz. Okay, so let's say I want to search up integers. I can go ahead and save these, okay, and put it in my folder. Another thing that I love about quizzes, it's very easy to use, and I can actually share it with other teachers. And I can also create my own if I would like. So if I hit create, I can either do a lesson or a quiz, which is pretty neat. Um, Quizzes is one of those things where some people don't like it. I personally like it. My kids love it. Um, and from there, when I used the digital tool evaluation rubric, it hit pretty high for me. The background information, it has a strong connection to the purpose, the design features and functionality. It's very easy to use, it loads quickly. Connection to curriculum, since I make the quizzes, it's very connected to what we're talking about in the standards. Accessibility, the student can launch and operate the digital tool independently. Instructional features and thinking skills, the digital tool encourages use of higher order thinking skills. And with that being said, I like that because I hit those DOK level 3s and 4s to make sure that my kids know and progress, because we want it to be rigorous. We don't want more work on them, but I need the workload to be enough where it challenges them and motivates them. Now, obviously, they're not fully motivated by the tool because I have to tell them when to use the tool, but I love quizzes because it offers instant feedback and allows for self-paced learning, which increases student engagement, and there's competition between the classmates. Another thing I love about quizzes is that when I use it in a blending learning environment, I like to use it in station rotation. So every station there's something different. So station one, everybody might be doing a quizzes. Station two, they might be doing a little bit of what they did on the quizzes, but on a worksheet. And then station three is a mix of things like task cards. So I really love quizzes for that. I also love quizzes as, just informal, it's just quick and easy. And that's number one when I'm looking for a quick check. So that's it for quizzes. And I'm going to be talking about IXL next.